Hello, Cheapskaters. I'm Cath Armstrong, creator of the Cheapskates Club, where our goal is to live life debt-free, cashed up and laughing. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome, and if it's not, welcome back. How is everyone going? Let me see. Pop up here. Oh my goodness. 13 comments. Okay, so we've got lots of people already. Hello, Shelley and Estelle, Sheena, Michelle. Hello, Delaney. Greg Evans, Wild Woman, Aradia, Karen, Beverly. Oh, yes. Apart from sentimental value and nostalgia aside, wow, how good is that? That is just amazing. Well done. I was pricing Fowler's Coca-Cola lids today. They are so expensive, $35 for a packet because they're stainless. But oh my goodness, wow, that was a good day. Have fun. And the cordial bottles are really hard to get, so that's a lovely treat for you. Let's see. Okay. Karen is a new cheapskater, so welcome. And what she said, implemented lots so far. Well done. One thing at a time, baby steps. Don't overwhelm yourself because there is so much you could be doing. So just, one thing at a time, baby steps. Do what you can now and keep doing more later. Listen to that Lacey dog. She's going nuts. I'm not quite sure why she's going nuts. I think she believes that we've abandoned her. Hang on a second, folks. I will go and see. Lacey dog, where are you? Where are you? Come on, come say hello. Lacey, be back in a second. The joys of life. Lacey, where are you? Where are you? Oh, oh dear. Poor puppy. Sorry, guys. You can tell it's live. This is life in the Armstrong household. 24/7 chaos reigns. Poor Lacey dog is here because Hannah has jury duty. So she left Lacey here because she didn't want to leave her home all day on her own. So she's here with us, which is fine. But I think I came in here. Tom's in his room. And Wayne and AJ are out. And I think she thought we'd just abandoned her. She was just in the lounge room at the window barking. Poor baby. Oh, there she goes again. Never mind. We'll just have to put up with it. I apologize. Okay. You're not too late, Barb. Only 1 minute. Crikey, give yourself a break. Oh, my goodness. Oh, glass lids. Those glass lids. Oh, my goodness. That's an even bigger treasure. Oh, my gosh. Oh, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Okay. Last time, Kylie says last time in her Adelaide home before she heads to Queensland. Oh, well, hope you get settled before Christmas. Yeah, Sheena, never work with children or dogs or husbands. Children, dogs or husbands. Never. Hello, Mary. Okay, well, I called this show tonight Christmas on a 1994 budget because I'm still trying to live on our 1994 budget, like we're talking about a couple of weeks ago. So I did some, backwards and forwarding and thinking, and I was scrounging through old scribble pads and notebooks and 1-cent books and all sorts of things. And it was quite, it was a bit confronting, and it was a bit emotional, really, because we have come a long, long way since 1994. It was late August 1994 when disaster struck us. And, that was, it was a nightmare, because then we found out we were having Hannah and we started to renovate our house. We already had the 2 boys and they were only little. It was hard. It was hard. But we survived it. We came through it better for the challenge, I think. And, looking back in hindsight, it was as lovely. It was lovely as Christmas is every year for us. Now, in reality, living it at the time wasn't quite the Christmas I envisioned, because I liked the storybook Christmas. I liked the perfect Christmas tree, the beautiful garland across the fireplace, and we did have a fireplace to put the garland up. I liked the decorations and the lights, and I loved the Christmas clothes for the boys, the cute little T-shirts and stuff. And so it was a bit of a wake-up call for me too. And bearing in mind that we had no income, we had plenty of expenses, including our mortgage, but no income. We had half a house, we had the 2 boys, and they were so excited because they were just turned 4 and just turned 2. And I had to stop and think because their birthdays are close. And they were really excited, and they were at that age when little ones get excited about anything but Christmas, because it was on the TV and it was in the shops and it was in the junk mail. So how did I pull it together? How did we pull it together? Well, I remember we did traditions, and we started traditions of our own. Things like setting the boys up at the kitchen bench and making biscuits. They were weird shapes. Who cares? They were happy. We ate them anyway. We made dough ornaments. I am absolutely in no way, shape or form skilled in that area of crafting. But we made dough ornaments. We still have some of them that go on the tree every year. And we made dough ornaments because dough was cheap. It was easy for me to make, and it baked reasonably quickly in the oven. Then the boys could paint them and stick stickers on and glitter to their little heart's content. And they did. I remember using my cookie cutters to make gift tags out of wrapping paper because I didn't have the money to buy gift tags. So I chose Christmassy type looking cookie cutters that I had and traced around them and painstakingly cut them all out of wrapping paper and wrote on the back of them. And I just used plain kitchen string that was in the kitchen drawer to tie them on the parcels because that's what I had. We watched a Christmas video. Yeah, it was a video. I was going to say DVD. No, it was video. Christmas video, good old VHS. We had to put it in the machine. We watched a Christmas video every afternoon while I had a rest, and the boys were supposed to be sleeping, but really they didn't want to. So we watched a Christmas video, and we played Christmas carols during the day. If we went out in the car, I had a Christmas cassette, and we played the Christmas songs. We let the boys have a Christmas story every night before bedtime. What we didn't do was make it commercial. We stepped back. We didn't focus on buying Christmas, but rather we made it with what we had. So we walked our neighbourhood just on dusk each night to see the lights, see the Christmas trees, the lights people will put up. Now, 30 years ago, it was, not quite as popular as it is now to decorate the whole neighbourhood. But there were still some people that put lights in their trees, and everyone had their curtains open to show their Christmas trees. So we would do that just around the block on our neighbourhood. Then we'd bring the boys home and put them to bed. We went to the free carols in the park. We took part in our church Christmas activities. Instead of going out to celebrate Christmas with friends, we had them over for barbecues. They could bring their kids. Everyone brought something. The kids all played outside, and it was a great time that cost nothing, pretty much. We did, much to Wayne's disgust, we did put tinsel in the magnolia tree in the backyard. So the backyard had a Christmas tree. We had our backyard, this is why I liked that house, had the biggest magnolia tree I've ever seen. I've never seen one as big since. It shaded just about half the backyard. And it was huge, and it was just beautiful until the flowers fell off, and then you had to rake them until the leaves fell off and you had to rake them. But it was just gorgeous. So we put tinsel in that tree and made a backyard Christmas tree because tinsel was cheap. We didn't have $2 shops like we have today, but we had a sort of I guess it's $2 shop type of store in town. And tinsel was really cheap, and we had a big box of it anyway. What else? I made the boys new pajamas in Christmas material, and I made them new outfits to wear on Christmas Day. And all that fabric came from the bargain box. Now, we had a great bargain box in town. It had always had beautiful fabrics at rock bottom prices. So that's where I went to get new fabric. What else did we do? I used my best china to set the table. I put candles in candlesticks that were a wedding present. I used a lace tablecloth. Even with just the two little ones, I still did those things. I think it's for a couple of reasons. I have this theory that if children get used to using the correct cutlery, the correct china, the correct stemware, then they will grow up knowing what to do and how to use it. They'll know how to use their serviette. They'll know how to, use their cutlery, use a bread and butter plate, and so on and so on. So I've always thought that. And I also have this theory that when they're very little, plastic and melamine is fine, but they do need to get used to using proper china and proper crystal, proper glassware, so that they know how to treat it, so that they know they can't just thump it down because it might break, and then mummy will get very upset. So I've always tended to use the good things anyway, but I have a dinner set that my brother gave us as a wedding present, and it is special, very, very special to me. So it only comes out for very, very special occasions. But I started using it. I used it for that Christmas. And I remember the boys were really excited to get their own wine glasses. I think they were sherry glasses, not a drinker, so I'm never really sure. But they were the part of a set that we were given, and they definitely weren't wine glasses, as in white or red. So they're a bit smaller on a stem still, but they thought they were so grown up to have those glasses, and they just loved it. And my grandma always gave the little ones at tables on special occasions. They always had their proper glasses for special occasions too. So when I think back and then compare it to what we did last year and what we're doing this year, I was a bit nostalgic, a little bit emotional, but I had this smiling because we really don't do too much differently. Now, especially this year, because it's the year of the handmade Christmas, and I bought one present. Everything else has been handmade. It's probably not quite the 1994 budget, but it'll be pretty close to it, I think. And I'm doing slightly more with it. You know, like I've already put away things. So we've got some treats for the table for Christmas Day. We have barbecue Christmas Eve, and I've got the treats for that and the food for that, and that's already put away. The meal itself, now I've been saying this for donkey's years. I've said it on Current Affair, I've said it on ABC Radio, I've said it in magazine articles. Christmas dinner is one meal on one day of the year. We all want it to be special, but we don't need to go crazy, to go overboard. You know, because for us, the meal itself is just a roast. If I was to serve it this coming Sunday, it's just a roast. Because what makes it special is the people we share it with, the way the table's set, the music we play, that sort of thing. So I'll use my good china. I will use my mother's silver this year. My mother's silver cutlery. I have to get it out and clean it, but I will use that. My grandmother's dessert dishes. Now I have a choice of tablecloths. Who doesn't? I've got white, green or red, depending on my preference. We've got an odd sized dining table. It's in between a large and an extra large tablecloth wise. So getting tablecloths that fit it was really hard. So when I found them, I bought them. And all three of them have come on Boxing Day sales for $5 each. Different times, but they were all $5 each. I will put my $10 lace op shop tablecloth over the top. I have Christmas placemats and coasters that we've had for 20 years or more. I'll bring out my good crystal glasses. I'll make a trifle because we have to have a trifle at Christmas, and it will go in the trifle bowl, and that trifle bowl was a 21st birthday present. And I'll put out the nibblies and the chocolates and things in dishes that we've had for years and years and years. But, you know, the meal itself, just a roast. Christmas dinner is just one meal on one day of the year. And so really we can make it special without going overboard. Now, for us nowadays, we have roast chicken and stuffing. My lot don't like turkey. I'm the only one that will eat it, so there is no point in having it. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse here. But I will do chicken. Or we might do lamb. And I've got a leg of lamb in the freezer that I am saving for a special occasion. It might get used for Christmas and it'll be done on the barbecue. And we just have roast vegetables. And they will vary depending on what's cheapest just before Christmas. So it could be potato, onion, sweet potato, pumpkin, peas or beans, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli and cheese sauce, and gravy. We always have lots and lots of gravy because you've got to have lots and lots of gravy. And yes, Barb, I will be breaking out the cheesels because you've got to have cheesels for Christmas, and the scorched almonds. Now this year, guys, I bought the scorched almonds ages ago from Aldi, $5 for the jar. So they've been in the cupboard for a couple of months with a jar of chocolate sultanas. Now I noticed that this week, I think it was Woolworths were advertising the Cadbury ones for $5. They are very, very small. I think it was 280 grams or something. They were not much in those jars. They look to be the same size as the Aldi ones, but they don't hold as much. Just thought I'd point that out to you because I haven't been to Aldi for ages, but they may still have some. And then we'll have shapes because, again, you just got to have shapes for Christmas. And they've been in the cupboard for ages too, because there was a really good sale. I think $1.35 a box. So I bought quite a few boxes because I also put them in Christmas stockings. I've got some soft drink put away that's been, I've been buying slowly when it's come on sale. It's been put away. So we don't drink soft drink. The kids will buy Pepsi, and Wayne buys his own Coke, no sugar or whatever it is, but I don't buy it. Soft drink does not come out of my grocery money at all. If they want it, they have to buy it out of their own money. So about the week before Christmas, maybe 5-6 days before Christmas, I'll start making overnight ginger beer. I'll do a batch or 2 each night and put it in the fridge just so that we have enough for Christmas Day, because who knows whether it's going to be hot or cold or in between, dry, rainy. It could be snowing. It's Australia. Who knows? Another thing, Hannah's going to hate me for this, but another thing I'm going to do is the bonbons or the crackers are going to be mix them up. Here goes my throat again. And instead of buying new ones or making them, I went through the box of leftovers in my shed over the weekend, and we are going to use those. Because I don't know, some years we have lots, some years we don't have many around the table for Christmas, but we always seem to have bonbons left over, and they just get put into a box and kept in the shed. So in keeping with our 1994 budget, we are finally going to use them up. Some might have pretty ones, some might have some ugly ones, some might have big ones, some might have small ones. I don't know. It's just going to be a mix them up, use up what we've got. How will it look on the table? I have no idea yet. But I don't think anyone really cares. It's just a fun thing we do, and really, it's nothing special, is it? It's just a paper cracker with a snap in it. So that's pretty much our Christmas on a 1994 budget. It feels a little bit strange to be thinking that Christmas is going to be tight when really for us it's going to be quite normal. Other than the perishables, there's no groceries I need to buy. So fruit and veg, cream, milk, that would be about it. I'm using wrapping paper from my stash. I'm making gift bags and boxes. Thank you very much, Scan and Cut, for that. Saves a lot of effort on my fingers. Some of the smaller gifts, I made the gift tags and I've done a video. I've scheduled it for Friday. Oh, they are so cute. So cute. And they are made with things from my stash, and you'll most likely have everything you need to make them too. And they are so cute. No special tools or equipment needed. Pencil maybe, pair of scissors. You've got a ruler or something to use for a straight edge. That's about it. So simple and so very, very cute. When I saw them, I went, oh my goodness, I couldn't resist. So I've done those, and you will love the video. I know you will. As for decorating, no money spent or needed to be spent either. We keep our decorations from year to year. So, and these days, it has to be something really spectacular to warrant me spending money. Although I did shock AJ this afternoon because I said, I want a fridge box. And he looked and said, what is a fridge box? I said, the big box a fridge comes in. And he looked at me and he went, why do you want a fridge box, Mum? To keep the Christmas tree in. Planning ahead, folks. And my thinking is that I would use a couple of old sheets that I already have. I've put them aside waiting for a project, so this will be perfect, to make a cover to go over the tree. Then we'd slide it into the box and then store the tree already set up in the shed. Next Christmas, we just slide it out of the box, take the cover off, and there it will be, already set up. I want a fridge box. Then we tossed around ideas of where I could get one. So I will make it my job tomorrow while I'm out to go see if I can find a fridge box somewhere. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe it's not such a bright idea anyway, but it's not that I love decorating the tree, it's taking it down. That's the nuisance, isn't it? It's never as much fun to take it down and put it away. So I thought, if I could make the cover to go over it, and that would keep all the dust off it, and then we put it in the box, seal the box up, put it in my shed where and we need the box so that it doesn't get knocked and damaged. Next Christmas tree all set up. That would just be so much fun. Then all I have to do is take the cover off and fluff things up a bit. Maybe swap around some ornaments. My dream. Anyway, look, I'm not sure that we will meet our 1994 Christmas budget, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be close. I know that we will certainly be spending a lot less than most Australian households and less than we spent last year. So we're on track anyway. I have on my list of things to do next week, over the next week, to revise the $25, $50 and $80 Christmas dinner meal plans and update the prices. But I was looking at them today, and you know what? Even with today's prices, they will be pretty close, just going by the prices in my notes. The $80 dinner may be a little bit over, but not by too much. And considering that those are meal plans that I did in 2005 originally and costed them way back then, that's not too bad if they're only $5 or $6 over. And they are still, for most people, affordable. I guess we'll wait and see, won't we? The proof will be in the pudding, as they say, and I've already made it. It's in my mother's pudding bowl, sitting in the cupboard, waiting to be used for next come Christmas Day. What I've got to do is steam it. Okay. Okay, I'll answer this right now. Aradia, if you have a lolly shop, now we have one called Lollyology, weird name, close to us at our local shopping centre. They will sell spearmint leaves in a plain label pack. I buy them every year, and some $2 shops and sometimes the reject shop have them as well. The other thing that's hard to get is Jaffas. But yeah, for your spearmint leaves, try one of those specialty lolly shops, not a chocolate shop, a lolly shop, and see if you can get them there. Now I'm just going to scroll. Okie dokie. Try to do that. Okay, now. All right. Okay. Excellent. 2023 Savings Revolution. I'm looking forward to it too. A few things have been switched around. Can you believe next year will be the 13th year of Saving Revolution? 13 years it's been going. I did it one year thinking it would just be a one and done, once off thing, and it's just kept going. If you haven't registered for Saving Revolution, you need to go over to our website, click on Saving Revolution, read the information, and then register to the appropriate group. If you don't do that, you won't be registered, And we do not, under any circumstances, accept late registrations, not even 1 minute late. Cut-off time is 5 p.m. December 31st, Australian Eastern Summertime, so Melbourne time. And 5:01, you will not get in. So you've got a whole month to register, but don't not do it. Don't think about it and then go, oh, I forgot, because you'll have to wait. I don't take late registrations. Were they Food Saver brand, Tegan, or were they knockoffs? I haven't had any issues, but then I did order some bags off Amazon. They're okay, but they're small, so I only use it for little things. Otherwise, I just get the Aldi or Kmart rolls. Do just one thing. You don't need to decorate the whole house. Just do one thing. If it's just putting out a pretty soap and hand towel in the bathroom, do it. Just do one thing. One thing. Pick one thing that makes you smile and do that, and don't worry about the rest. Shelley says, making memories is so much better than any presents. And as an adult, I can accept that. Kids find it a little hard because they don't have a lot of memories to recall. But you're right. Yeah, Delaney, I just love Bargain Box. I worked there for a little while and it was just wonderful. I've still got Bargain Box fabrics in my Glory Box that I drag out and use occasionally for different things. Oh, lovely. Estelle, you look beautiful in that dress. We've been camping in January and had snow. The year before we were married, the Christmas before we were married, we had snow. We had snow it must have been Hannah's first Christmas, no, Hannah's second Christmas. She was 18 months old. We had snow. It was bitterly cold that day. It was so cold. And we turned the heater off and we turned the pilot light off. It was a horrible day. It was just shocking. We had snow. Karen's making her own bonbons. Estelle, you will be surprised. You go to the op shops mid-January and see what people throw away after Christmas. You will be amazed at the things people throw away after Christmas. Yes, they do throw away their decorations each year. Kerry's in the same boat with no money to spare and health issues. Yeah. Yes, Estelle. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's not that I don't like putting the Christmas tree up. I love putting the Christmas tree up. I just hate packing it up, which is why it stays up till 8th of January. But I figure if I could put it up, make a cover to keep the dust off it, then put it in a box that's nice and sturdy so it doesn't get damaged, then I don't have to worry about packing it up. And when I unpack it, I can dust all the ornaments because they will probably need to be dusted, and tweak everything and fluff up the branches and things, and it will be done. And yes, I've got a couple of bulk stores on my list to go visit tomorrow and see if I can get a fridge box. And I figure a fridge box, because it's high enough and wide enough to do our Christmas tree. Oh, I've never priced eating out for Christmas, but that's ridiculous. $160. Gosh, that's more than our whole Christmas budget. That's shocking, really. Per person, oh my goodness. And that's for the meal, drinks extra. Well, they wouldn't make any money off us then. Spearmint leaves at NQR. Okay, for Victorian cheapskaters, have a look at NQR. That's there we go. I can go on my list for tomorrow, and I'll call in tomorrow. I'll let you know, Kerry. I will let you know later. I'll check for you later and let you know. You can do the Saving Revolution again if you want to. You will have to register, so go to the website. I'll put the link underneath me after the show in the description box. Couldn't remember what it was called. Just make sure that you use the right form. Otherwise, it won't work. $640, so 2 months groceries for one day. That's exactly what I'm saying, folks. Christmas dinner is one meal on one day of the year. Yes, you can make it special. You can make it as luxurious as you want it to be without going over budget. You can still have seafood. You can still have ham. You can still have your turkey and your chicken and your lamb and your pork and your salads or veggies or whatever, your pavlova, cheesecake, trifle, whatever you want. You just do it without going overboard. That is... I suppose I understand that the people that are working are getting extra pay because they're working on Christmas Day, so there's loading and whatever, but that is just, that would I couldn't eat it. I wouldn't enjoy it knowing that it costs that much. I love this idea. We always, Shelley B says, we always have some games after Christmas lunch with some cheap little prizes that I pick up at sales through the year. Games like Christmas bingo, pass the parcel, and charades. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. That's a great idea. When our kids were little, we used to play backyard cricket, put the wading pool up and let them splash. Because we always overate, and all the grown-ups wanted to do nothing but sleep, and the kids were all full of sugar, so they were hyperactive. Great Christmas. All right, now for presents on a 1994 budget, we all the way through with our kids growing up was the same sort of idea. They had a stocking and they would have one big present, which was not necessarily big as in huge or anything, but it was their main gift. That would be something that we had, they'd shown an interest in, that we knew they wanted or that they needed. One year they got little tractors, little John Deere tractors with trailers. For Christmas, they got one each because the boys were so close in age. It's only 16 months between my boys. Because they were so close in age, they tended to do everything together and want the same stuff. So they both got their little tractors. They played on those tractors for years and years and years. They loved them. And then they would get little things in their stocking. Now, when disaster struck, I filled their stocking with things that they needed, but they would need for the next year, but I made them special. So it was things like toothpaste, but it was Thomas the Tank Engine toothpaste or Bananas in Pajamas toothpaste with a matching toothbrush. It was Hannah got Barbie PJs. She would need PJs, so she got Barbie PJs. Little things like that. Colouring books, pencils, crayons. We tried to avoid the texters after the disaster of the palm tree on the wall. We avoided those. Scissors, little kids' scissors, so they could practice cutting. That sort of thing. Duplo and Lego featured very heavily for a long time on birthday and Christmas gift lists in our house. And I think both boys, if they got Lego these days, the grown-up Lego, they would be ecstatic. They were always good value, and they were always things I picked up from op shop, garage sales. I would start about, we'd have a run on, in our town, we had a run on garage sales around Easter to the start of winter. There'd be heaps of garage sales, and then again in spring. And so I would be garage selling most Sundays, trying to find things for the kids for Christmas. Little presents like that. Presents for grown-ups, homemade. I would do little hampers of homemade jams. I would do or pickles and things like that. Nieces and nephews, I made clothes for them because I could get the fabric cheaper than I could get a toy, and I had the time and the skill. Not that it was terribly good skill, back then I was still learning to sew, but I could sew. So with those, I would embroider, I would cross stitch towels and face washes and things like that for presents, so that they never cost a lot, because we did not have that money. We just did not have it. And I was very good, I pat myself on the back here, but I became very good at regifting. Regifting, became very good at that. I know some people find it distasteful, but honestly, no, I don't have an issue with it. If you get someone, if I give a gift to you, I give you that gift. I give you that gift to use as you wish to. I'm not stipulating how you use it. I have no right to do that. I've given you a gift. I'm not handing you something with conditions. Gifts are unconditional. So if you choose to sell it and use the money for something else, great. If you choose to re-gift it, great. You've used it, you've made a use of it, and it has benefited you in some way. So I don't have an issue with re-gifting. I know lots of people don't like it, but seriously, if you give someone a gift, it's gone, and you have no right to dictate how they use it. Re-gifting is fine, yeah. Kylie hit the nail on the head. I remember one tight Christmas as a child when I was excited to receive name brand crayons, Crayola. I spent all afternoon colouring with them, and you still remember it. You still remember it. I'm sure if they hadn't been so special, you wouldn't have remembered it. Yeah. Re-gifting the op shop or the bin, the first two are preferable. Sell it. You'd be amazed at what people buy. It's the circle of gifting, isn't it? Melissa, I was once gifted a present that I gave them 6 months earlier. I didn't have the heart to tell them. I just re-gifted it to someone else. It's a circle of gifting. It just goes around and around and around. And Shelley says, careful who might be watching tonight with my re-gifting idea. Look, my family knows I have no issue with re-gifting. Does not bother me at all. You give a gift, you give it because you want that person to enjoy it. If they have to pass it on to someone else to get the pleasure from it or the benefit from it, so be it. And yes, Beverly, Christmas is all about making memories. I'm sure we all have something that sticks in our mind about a Christmas, and it would be interesting to think that they are probably memories of not the Christmases that were more lavish, but the Christmases where mum and dad might have had not quite so much and worked extra hard to make it nice for us as children. And that's what we do as parents. We did our best to make Christmas special. The candles on the table cost nothing. I used candles out of the cupboard, but the boys thought it was wonderful, and it was pretty. Using good dishes that you already have, it's special. It makes it special. Those things stick in their little minds. Vanessa says her cousins would laugh at her as I would get a lot of stationery and school supplies for Christmas, but I love school. I'm glad you love school. Smiggle, Hannah, when she was in late primary school, Smiggle was the in shop. And all the girls would have Smiggle pencil cases and pencils and rulers and fancy notebooks and whatever. They went into Hannah's Christmas stocking. She needed them for school. I would have had to buy school supplies anyway, but putting them in her Christmas stocking made them special because the kids knew the things in the Christmas stocking were special because they were, brands or whatever. Whereas during the year, if they needed new socks, they just got plain Kmart socks or Big W socks or Target, not even Target because Target was too expensive. Warehouse socks, that's what they got. The special things were for Christmas and went in the Christmas stocking. Our kids didn't get presents. They got birthday, Christmas presents. And for birthday, they got a present. Christmas, they got their stocking and one big present. And Easter, they got an Easter egg. We didn't do presents all the time just because. And every time we went out, they didn't get something. Every time we went shopping or every time we went out, they didn't get something. Sometimes I might buy a book or I might treat them to an ice cream, but it had to come home to be eaten. We didn't. So presents and things like Christmas and birthdays were special. And I'm pretty sure they were special because they were, I was going to say rare. What's the word I'm looking for? They weren't common. It didn't just happen all the time. There we go. Estelle's got one present from each immediate family member to each other immediate family member. Yep. And I like this one. She remembers the fruit bowl on the Christmas breakfast table with special fruit like the berries and mangoes or the first summer fruits, stone fruits. It was special because it didn't happen all the time. So, yeah. Alrighty. Now, I do apologize, guys. I've been not slack with the videos, but slack with editing. We've had a few things going on here in our household, and it just got a bit much trying to get everything done. So something had to go, and it was the video editing. So you're going to hate me by Friday when they start popping up all the time, but I've got quite a few stacked up for you. I've got some Christmas videos ready to go. I've got the canning ones that we talked about last week, the water bathing and the pressure canning. Just need to be finished editing those for you, and I will try and get those done before the end of the week for you to get you ready for summer canning. What else have I got? A lot of crafting ones lurking in the background. Time is the issue. It's only 24 hours in a day. Who made a day 24 hours long? Just, seriously, it needs to be twice as long. It could be twice as long. I'd still have too much to do. There was something else. Excuse me just a minute while I check my notes. Where did I have them? We've talked about the saving revolution. Okay, so that's about it. If I can work out the costings for our Christmas, I'll post it over on our website for our 2022 1994 budget Christmas. I'll post it over on our website so that you can see what it's going to cost, but it won't cost much. I actually think that it's probably going to be cheaper than 1994. 1994 was a very expensive year. Mortgage interest rates were high. Cost of living was very high compared to wages back then. So, and we lived in the country, so we paid a premium for a lot of things. Anyway, if you are not already subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button, then the little bell to be notified of when we upload new videos. And that will automatically enter you into the draw for the Food Saver dehydrator. And just let me check straight away. I can check immediately. Maybe I can check and tell you exactly how many more subscribers we need before that is drawn. I'd love to see it go before Christmas. It would be a wonderful gift for someone. We need 135 more subscribers. So if everyone watching right now shared our video with 2 people and got them to subscribe to our channel, we could draw it next week. How's that? That would be brilliant. And then it will be on its way to some lucky cheapskater, because all you have to do is subscribe. You don't have to do anything else. You just have to be subscribed to our channel. Now, a couple of other things before I go. Don't forget the like button, please. If you hit that like button, that really helps our channel with YouTube, helps it grow, helps make it easier to find. And of course, if it's easier to find, more people learn about Cheapskates Club, and we can tell more people that we can live life debt-free, cashed up and laughing, even in 2022 and the craziness that's coming. Who knows what's going to happen? But we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And what else? What else? No, that's it. Okay, so I'll be back live next Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Victorian time, right here on YouTube. But until then, have a great week, everyone, and happy cheapskating. And good luck with your Christmas shopping. See you soon.